Hello, everyone. This is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your weekly forecast for September 4th to the 10th of 2022. So before we dive in, I have to share my upcoming class with Yeye Louisa Tish. She has Cracking the Ancestral Code, which has level 1 and level 2. So if you've never done it before, and any of you that have been following me along have heard me mention it over the last year or two, and if you've been called to some ancestral reverence work, this is your chance to jump in with a master teacher and Yoruba priestess, author, and storyteller, mentor guide extraordinaire. She is amazing. And Cracking the Ancestral Code Level 1 is the perfect introduction. If you were with us last year and you haven't gotten your missive from Yeye yet, then by all means, click on these links to register for Level 2. But Level 1 is a prerequisite. I have linked both of them so that you can check out the details, because I have heard from a few of you that said you wanted to know when it was coming up again. And basically, this is an annual class now that we do leading into the ancestral time of October, November, December, where it gets real deep. So this is my favorite time of year. I'm so excited and would love for you to join us over there. We're going to be getting together. Level 1 gets together on Sundays throughout September, October, and Level 2 is going to get together on Saturdays throughout September, October, into November. So check that out and reach out with any questions if you have any, and let's dive into the forecast. So our week kicks off on Monday with Venus moving into Virgo until September 29th. Venus represents values, priorities, resources, love, art, beauty, and culture. In Virgo, which is earthy wisdom, systems for living, and natural timing, is a time to focus on healing the mind-body connection and perfecting the spirit and human form. The current values and priorities should focus on how well your own systems for living are serving you and where you need to simplify your life in order to be more effective. As Virgo precedes the Libra focus of relationships and the response of others to you, I recommend keeping the focus on you and what your mind, body, and spirit can actually handle and manage on a day-to-day basis. It's time to release the non-essential, extraneous, or redundant, and make room for more quality nutrient, inner clarity, and self-discipline. It's time to focus on quality control and question everything. Is it worth it? Is it practical? Does it make sense for you personally? Is it natural? Is it really important or valuable? Venus rules our romance and finance departments, and in Virgo, you have to ask, does it actually work? Deep breath. So this is powerful because we already know that Sun and Mercury have moved through this zone, waking things up. Mercury's going to retrograde and linger here. Venus is getting her vote in terms of values and priorities, so this is an important time all throughout the month of September to really be rethinking certain things and assessing the value of certain commitments or relationships or financial agreements and things like that. Deep breath. September is all about getting organized so that October can open up some other possibilities. Now that was Monday. Tuesday, September 6th, Pallas is going to move into Cancer. Now check this out until May 2nd of 2023. That's 9 months in Cancer. That's huge. First of all, normal would probably be about 2 months in a sign, once every 4 to 5 years. So we're at this 5-year mark, but now it's going to linger. I don't even know when the last time that happened. I would have to go do some digging to figure out the last time Pallas lingered in Cancer. But this is a powerful opportunity to do some rewiring of the wisdom within your system around your individual nourishment and sustainability and protection and personal security. So let's be thinking outside the box for some of these things going forward. Pallas represents your unique genius and healing capacity. And in Cancer, that means that the healing, wisdom, and evolution will happen through your gut feelings and your ability to create a safe and secure environment for you and yours. Pallas is our prismatic perspective. And in Cancer, those facets take on different aspects of home, family, safety, and kinship. We will have to feel our way through this energy and allow the deep reset that comes when Pallas passes through your Cancer house every 4 to 5 years, deepening your dedication to creating healthy environments, taking in more nourishing food, improving your surroundings to be more comfy and cozy, and nurturing your own unique wisdom and genius. What are you a natural at cultivating and developing? Systems, art, gardens, skills? Meditate to see what comes to you and use this time to reconnect with your own soul and personal needs to make sure that they are being met in the most optimal and sustainable ways. Also, listen for truth and wisdom coming from the children and the elders. The very young and the very old usually do not have ulterior motives or alternative agendas. They speak truth naturally, and often the wisdom that comes through is timeless and relevant. Finally, look to humor or comedy for some good medicine. Laughter unlocks stuck energies and heals old wounds. In this case, we may be remembering times that we aborted a creative project that had tremendous potential, and now is our chance to commit to doing better going forward. We may discover new strength and wisdom in old wounds and betrayals, and if you're lucky, you will be able to laugh about it and ultimately heal. It is a tremendous opportunity to heal the mother or the sister wound, especially since it will linger for 9 months rather than the standard 2. So deep breath. Pallas is going to retrograde November 30th in Cancer, go direct February 16th of 2023 in Cancer, and it will not enter Leo until May 2nd of 2023. So this is a huge opportunity. That was Tuesday the 6th. Now we're going to jump to Friday the 9th, where I will be joining Shanta Gabriel in her Compassionate Wisdom Circle for a full moon teleconference. This is a conference call, not a Zoom, so you can check out the details here or make a donation to join us or email me directly if you have any questions on how to get with us that Friday night, September 9th. Well, it won't be night. It'll probably be 4 o'clock Eastern. That's usually the time we do. But that same day, Friday the 9th, Mercury retrogrades in Libra until October 2nd, when it goes direct in Virgo. So, Mercury's journey through Virgo has allowed you to become aware of whatever is not working in your ideas, thoughts, and concepts. Virgo time every year is a time to truly process and integrate whatever has come into your conscious awareness during this spring and summer. It's time for discernment and discrimination. You will have to choose or decide which ideas are worth investing more energy, time, and resources going forward. It's time to get organized and create space to anchor these new ideas and integrate them into the new rhythm that is emerging at this time. We are in the pre-harvest season for another month or so, and I think you will benefit from some timeouts in nature to mentally process your summer and get grounded. Reflect on the emotions of solstice time and the creativity of Leo time to inspire the Virgo discipline to tend to all the little things that allow the big vision to work in your life. The other thing to consider is that Mercury entered Libra August 25th, retrogrades today, then it will go back to Virgo to go direct October 2nd. It seems that this year brings a certain level of review in our relationship department. That can be personal and or professional, and because it is Mercury, it's time to rethink our idea of conscious equal partnership. If we can recalibrate our communication with others and reestablish a balanced mind within, then we can tap into our own natural rhythms and right timing. It's also an opportunity to do some personal healing of the mental body. We've been cracked open to all new consciousness in recent years, and there is more to come. So it is a good idea to use any Mercury retrograde to time out, pause, and reflect on your own mental input and output. Consider how much you are taking in, processing, and putting to good use, and how much are you cultivating your own unique ideas and sharing them with others. I am so excited to offer my first self-study course. It is a digital download just for this Mercury retrograde through the Libra Virgo zone. One of the things I think Mercury retrograde is best for is communing with your invisible team and working behind the scenes on something that matters to you. In this case, it would be in your Virgo or Libra houses where everything's getting rewired. So I've created this 3-part self-study course to honor both shadow periods before and after. And your custom Mercury activations will guide you through exactly what Mercury is touching in your own chart during this retrograde so that you can co-create consciously. There are also many other tools included, plus we'll circle up on September 29th, and that always brings in additional magic and possibilities. So I hope you will join us then, whether you do the class or not. Check it out. Now the other biggie of the week happens Saturday, September 10th. We have the Pisces full moon. So we've moved out of the fixed energy of Leo, which has activated both the need to stabilize certain things as well as release permanently some aspect of self so that your life can actually function in the physical reality that you're currently living. That said, no matter how bad it is, change really is only one decision and a renewed commitment away. We're now moving through the mutable energy of Virgo, which can help us process and assimilate all that has lived and died thus far this year. Now is the time to make the necessary arrangements for new life to come in and thrive. Think nesting in the sense that you are preparing space for something new in your life. But because it is Virgo, it is more about how this new life or energy or direction is going to actually work into your natural rhythm and routine. Deep breath. If you have made a ton of new connections and friends recently and all your creativity was activated in Leo and your heart engaged, then Virgo energy comes in and helps you create a new system and helps you get used to your new rhythm. It's time to create a whole new daily routine that better supports who you are and are becoming. We're all finding various systems and routines that have historically worked that are now obsolete and no longer work for whatever reason. That is always a clear indication that it's time for a new one. And if you're able to create one, tweaking as you go and leaving it open to further revision, then when Libra comes next month, you'll be able to really make those connections with others, personal or professional, way easier to navigate. This conscious clearing can create space for some powerful new relationships, partnerships, or collaborations. However, if you have spent the last month of Leo examining your own self-worth, wondering why you magnetize certain things and people and repel others, and generally feeling like the life you're living does not reflect who you are in your heart of hearts, then this month of Virgo will help you heal those aspects of self, which will enable you to be more congruent so that you can take advantage of the coming opportunities in Libra. Pisces full moon is best for releasing illusions and delusions, any ways we've been unrealistic lately. It's the best full moon to release self-sabotage, compulsiveness, addiction, martyrdom, and victim consciousness, to name a few. The full moon is illuminating where we may have to be more practical and present. This is a purification time of year. So healthy boundaries are vital as you integrate the year and assimilate your own personal harvest for 2022. Allow your imagination some space to connect to those creative solutions that are customized just for you and renew your connection to both a spiritual and physical daily practice. This is not new or news to you, I'm sure, but even if you've been the most dedicated and consistent ever, every year this is an opportunity to freshen up the practice so you are more inspired and uplifted. The energy this month supports you assessing your strengths and weaknesses and recommitting to balancing your soul work with your daily work, which is Pisces Virgo, allowing the fragmented aspects of life to come into a cohesive whole, and focusing on the little things that make the grand vision possible. With the rapid pace that this world is shifting, your time is much better spent on that which you deeply and truly value, not narcotized or distracted by nonsense and propaganda, nor giving in to emotional overwhelm or irrational fears. Deep breath, all widely available. Instead of deluding yourself, delaying your decisions, or taking timeouts with your phone, computer, TV, or the like, try to take some time to sit with your higher self in silent communion. Allow a conversation to evolve between yourself and Great Spirit. Intuition is like a muscle. You have to work it to gain strength. Trusting the guidance received during those quiet moments strengthens the connection to your own intuition. Keeping foremost in your mind that while the chaos and illusion swirls around, you have the internal compass of the heart and your own intuition to rely on. And this is the month to fortify those connections. So here's one of my little Kelly-isms bullets lists for Pisces full moon, best time of the year, August, September. To release shame, blame, and guilt so you can embrace the value of the lesson in every experience. We want to release criticism, judgment, and fear so we can embrace compassion for others and patience with our own process. We want to release the addiction to unobtainable perfection so we can embrace trusting our creative spirit and inherent beauty. We want to release petty distractions and victim consciousness so we can embrace our inner authority and direct our own lives, okay? So I'm sure Cinnamon Rose is going to have a full moon energy session that Saturday. You'll want to check out her Instagram page for exact time and the registration link. She asks for a $40 contribution. It's well worth it. She moves mountains in these things. She channels your ancestors. We do unbelievable amounts of soul work in a short little itty bitty time. It's powerful. Concentrated power for the full moon. And everything supports the Mercury retrograde, the self-reflection, intentional solitude, all these things tending to your self-care. There are plenty of tools and options available. I will be sharing some other events and possibilities as we go forward. I hope you will join us along the way. I hope you'll get into some of the ancestor work with me and Yeye. We've been having a wonderful time with that. It's evolved beautifully. We're developing a whole school behind it called the Ancestors of the Future is Yeye's thing. It's helping us remember who we are. And one of my commitments was to do more ancestor reverence and create grief protocols. And this is all right up my alley, so I'm really enjoying it. And I hope you will think of joining us, whether you're ready for level 1 or 2. Otherwise, my next Venus circle will be September 15th. We'll have fall equinox, September 22nd, where I'll probably be with Shanta. And then the Mercury retrograde get-together will be September 29th. So after this week, every Thursday, I'll be having something going on, along with the Cracking the Ancestral Code, which also starts right after fall equinox, every weekend through the rest of September, all of October into November. So I'll be very busy communing with my invisible team and encouraging you all to do the same. So I hope you have a fantastic week. Reach out if you need to. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools signing off.